Sorry, I was just reading one of my favorite novels, Simple Speaks His Mind, by one of my favorite poets and authors, Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes is the class of Lincoln University 1929, and one of the reasons I took my butt from California all the way to Pennsylvania to attend the first degree-granting HBCU, Lincoln University. But today I'm here to talk about a lesser-known poet who traversed Lincoln's campus decades before Langston Hughes, and that's the Reverend Yorke Jones. But before we go on, let me introduce myself. I'm Veronica A. I'm the digital media strategist and staff writer of Nanny and Company, and this is another episode of an artifactual journey with Veronica A. today. I've given the Negro History Detective a break today, but I took his magnifying glass because you never know. And plus, I'm pretty sure our audience will enjoy seeing a prettier face. Philip's fairly handsome, but I'm pretty sure I got him on the pretty scale though. So let's get right into it. In celebration of National Poetry Month, I want to highlight a lesser known, but still vastly important Lincoln University poet. But first, a little bit of background on National Poetry Month. It was inspired by the success of Black History Month, held each February, and Women's History Month, held in March. And in 1996, it was officially designated National Poetry Month. In 2001, the Academy of American Poets invited people to vote for poets that they most wanted to have a postage stamp. And out of the 10,000 votes received, Langston Hughes, author of Simple Speaks His Mind, and of course Lincoln University of Class of 1929, received the most votes, and he would go on to get his own stamp in 2002. The Reverend Yorke Jones was formerly enslaved in Virginia. Unfortunately, both of his parents perished before he made the journey to Lincoln University in the 1870s. He matriculated in the class of 1882, got his theology degree in 1885, and would get an honorary degree in 1895. He was a longtime dean, the first dean actually, of the Theological Seminary of Biddle University, today Johnson C. Smith in North Carolina. And in 1925 penned this beautiful book of poetry known as Golden Incense, that Lincoln University, his alma mater, actually called a little book of verse that they hope will find its way into many homes, and that the music of its poetry will sing itself into many hearts, which is quite some praise from his former university. So let me actually read one of his poems in here that he dedicated to another longtime president of Lincoln University, the nephew of one of Lincoln's most revered presidents. And this is John Ballard Rendell, the nephew of Isaac Norton Rendell. And the poem is simply titled John Ballard Rendell, D.D. of Lincoln University. O thou king man, thou Lincoln's dear Dr. John, a message smites my heart, which more loves God, taught so to do by thee, by thy precept and thyself. From Penn's wood land comes a message that smites oh so heavily my heart. The message is, Dr. John is dead. No, 'tis not so. My heart tells me 'tis not so. Not dead, for in my heart thou livest, and shalt live. Thou canst not die, for memory is imperishable. So while throbs the heart of a single son of Lincoln, and through vast eternity, thou, Dr. John, Lincoln's Dr. John, thou canst not die. Thank God that thou didst live long, long years in the flesh. God be praised that thou canst not die. Thou livest in hearts of the sun-kissed folk, blessed by thee and thine. A simply beautiful tribute to a man who, along with his uncle, affected many Lincoln University men, formerly enslaved and born free. As a member of the Nanny Jack team, I'm blessed to be surrounded by thousands and thousands of rare artifacts each day. Books, photographs, letters, you name it. And I'm especially blessed as a Lincoln University alumna to be surrounded by these wonderful artifacts. Photographs, postcards, letters, paddles, anything from sports with this 1911 Lincoln University basketball team photograph to prominent religious leaders, including Daniel Grafton Hill, who comes out of Lincoln University in 1886 and will be the longtime pastor of Bethel AME Church in Baltimore. And of course, a younger picture, the youngest anyone has ever seen, of Reverend Isaac Norton Rendell, a 40-year-plus president of Lincoln University, who many of the students refer to as Pap Rendell. Lincoln University's global heritage and legacy is extremely rich, particularly including his 1831 letter from the university's founder and first president, Reverend John Miller Dickey, writing home to his mother decades before he would go on to found what will become Ashman Institute, later Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. Nanny Jack and Company is blessed to have one of the largest collections outside of Lincoln University of Lincoln University material known as Lincolniana. And I've even begun adding to the collection in the 4 years that I've been a member of the team. including this scarf from my 2012 freshman orientation that I actually kept all these years in a drawer. And I proudly wear during the segment. It's been slipping off occasionally, a couple of times. And at the end of the day, there's nothing like real university pride. In this case, real Lincoln pride. So LU, Lincoln pride, every day, this is real Lincoln pride.